It's Nomsa here at Ngozi Talk Shows. Find your own voice led from within. So, with me today, I am Claudia. How are you, Claudia?
I'm very well. Thank you so much. And hello, everyone.
Awesome, awesome. So, our topic today is ways you limit yourself. Uh, some people they limit themselves by their self-belief system. Every time people they label themselves, they when they set boundaries, setting boundaries, uh, looking statement like I'm not enough. Uh, I've always been that way. I've always lived that way. Or sometimes we label ourselves by using our color and or we use where we come from. Like we say, oh well, like myself, I'm from Africa. Um, I remember before I wanted to start my business, and one of my friends, she had her own business, and she said, Nomsa, if you want to start a business in this country, you have to put a white person to manage your business. So I couldn't understand. I was like, why do I need to put a white person at the front? And she was like, because as a black person, uh, you will never succeed in this country. And I was like, I could not understand at the time. But then as the time went by, I realized actually it's the way that people limit themselves because we don't believe in ourselves. For me, as a black person, I believe that color does not define who I am. What do you think, Claudia? You chose this topic, by the way. So, what motivated you to choose?
Yeah, because it's just like happening in so many obvious, but as well subtle levels as well that we are aware and even not aware of that we limit ourselves. And there as well like so many ways. And you already mentioned a few in regards to what did you say? Just like the limitations, right? We put on ourselves, yeah, just because we believe someone else, yeah, and because of this we believe them and we have already our limitations, and as well we limit ourselves as well this way because you had the example in regards to you came here and someone said to you you won't be successful unless you've got someone as well helping you opposite color of yours as well, you know, and then you believe them, right? Yeah. No, that's the thing as well, like to be to understand as well for us that we pick things up easily, but then as well just like to question everything. This is as well what I'm doing these days as well. All the things people are telling us or we hear in regards to the collective consciousness, like the media and the politicians as well, you know, like what can we believe about it and like to really go and see, is this really true what they are trying to say or to tell us? Hmm?
It's kind of very if you make your life really very simple and know that you will succeed in every way. And some people believe that they have to have a degree in order for them to fulfill their career, to have that fulfillment. But you don't need to have a degree. Like Claudia is saying, that you don't need to limit yourself by labeling yourself in any way. Everything is within you. If you're willing to learn the skills, you're willing to do whatever it takes to get to where you need to be. It requires you to learn the skills. It will require you to take action. It will require you to have good people around you, like the right environment. Surround yourself with the right people that can motivate you and help you to get to where you need to be. For me, I left home. I refused to go to when I was at home. I didn't want to go to university. I refused to go to uni, and I was like to my parents, I need to travel, I need to see the world, and I don't know where life is gonna take me. And there were some people that were disagreeing with me. They were like, you can't travel if you don't want to go to university. You have to have a degree in order to travel. And I was like, I don't. I'm not looking for any specific job. I'm just traveling. So I just came here, played football because I believe in myself. I believe that I can be who I wanted to be. It's more like my dad, like he used to say, you can be who you want to be. The only thing is, if you listen to people, there are some people who enter your life, they're there to shape your life for better. There are some people who enter your life to discourage you. So you need to know those kind of people and just follow your dreams and be the person. Anyway, everyone knows who they're meant to be. In our heart, we do know that this is the person that I'm meant to be. Follow that. Never, ever, ever in any way doubt yourself or think less of yourself. What do you think, Claudia?
Mhm. Yes, absolutely as well. Yeah. Yeah. Don't think less of yourself as well, and like go into it as well and see actually what is the self-talk you are telling as well yourself internally. Like is it motivational as well in regards to encouraging as well that you are going for what it is you desire and so on? Or is the self-talk internal? Is it like trying to keep you away as well from it? Because the thing is as well, if you tell yourself I can or I can't, it doesn't matter. Both is going to be the result of it. So the mind doesn't really mind what you're telling it. So it is up to you for you to understand as well that you are the one in charge as well of your life. So like you are in the driver's seat, so that you understand as well that the mind is an evidence seeking how can we say machine. So if you say to yourself, I can do something, then the mind will go ahead and find as well, like the evidence and the people and the situations that you are able as well to fulfill this or to do this, what you are putting the positive energy into it. But as well, on the other side, if you come up with I can't, then as well, the same way, the mind will bring you all the evidence of why you are not able to fulfill this particular thing. So this is very helpful to understand that you are the creator and in the driver's seat your life as well. And as well, like the situations which come along, how are you accepting them as well? So, are you accepting the situation you are in right now as you have like no power as well to change it? So, that's as well like in regards to the mindset. Is it the victim mindset? For me, I can't do anything about it. Or as well, like understanding as well, okay, you are in this particular situation right now, but you would like to change it and that you had the power as well to change it, like, and it's again a bit like what I experienced, said earlier as well, like where you put, where do you put your energy and the focus to onto I can't, or I have no power, or yes, I have the power as well to change the situation. Because the truth is as well, it's just really, you can change everything around. It's just really up to you. It's the mindset and the willpower as well, yeah, to turn things around for you.
I can or I can't. I
Mm.
love that, Claudia, because people always say, you know what, they're like, I can't do this, I can't do this. And sometimes I hear parents, they will be like talking, they'll be like, my children they can't do that, or my child, they cannot, she's not capable of doing that, or he is not capable of doing that. And then I'll be like, how do you know? And then they'll be like, I just know my own child. So I'll be like, I don't think so. You can't say limit your child and say they can't do this, they can't do this, because they can. as long as they are willing to actually learn. Even myself with my children, I never limit them. They know that when it comes to activities and stuff, whatever they want to do, I support them to do it. Uh, I have a policy in my house, like if my one of my children, like if they make a decision and say, I'm gonna do this. So I always sit down with them. I say, if you do something for a year, over a year, that means you like it. You don't get to come out, you don't get to decide after to say, I don't want to do it anymore. And my children were looking at me like, I'm like, yes, when you do something, you got to stick to it. You got to develop those skills. You can't just do that and do that and do that. So it's very, very over to you, Claudia. I think these
Yeah,
guys are going out.
yeah, yes. And the thing is as well, I like just like as well you to ask yourself the question, are you settling for less than you desire or than you actually want from your life as well? So this is as well like some ways in regards to how you limit yourself as well, that you don't go for the things and you settle basically as well for less. Thereby, on the other side, you have so many goals and aspirations and dreams as well, but you just don't go for it because you limit yourself by settling down for less. And here as well, settling down for less, Nomsa, what could it stand for? This is well like a self-worth thing, yeah, that we think like can think on some level, okay, I don't deserve it, I'm not worthy of it as well. So again, these are very important inquiries for you to check if you have this program going on, because on some level we all have stories in regards to how much we deserve and how much we are worthy as well in all the areas of our lives as well. So please as well go within and inquire, what's the story you keep telling yourself about your own worthiness and how much you deserve actually as well. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Nomsa, in regards to deserving, because we play small, yeah, instead of, yeah, wanting to go big.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
you have to do whatever it takes. My family call me bonkers anyway when I'm doing all these things, when I'm making decisions. They will look at me like, normally when I make a decision, like I don't say I don't deserve it, or if I want to do something, or I don't say I can't. I will always close my eyes and make a decision. And I will always say to God, I don't know where I'm going. Please hold my hands and raise a voice for me wherever I'm going. And the unknown is sometimes going to the unknown is the hardest thing that you can ever do, but it is exciting. And also knowing that if you say I can't, that means you cannot do it. Always think that you can do things. Because if you believe that you can do something, you can get to where you need to be. Even with like earning like jobs, if you say, because I'm not qualified for this, so that means I cannot earn more money. Only people who have degrees or PhDs, they can only earn more money. That's not the truth. You can earn any money as long as you're willing to do the work, as long as you're willing to do whatever it takes to get to your destination. It's being different at work. It's like at Ngozi talk shows, I have coaches that will do anything to get to their destination is success. Then I have other coaches that when you ask them to do something, they're like, I don't want to do it. They are like, they step back, they don't want to do it. They want to succeed, but they don't want to do the work.
Mm.
So there's all different things. So
Mm.
it's nice to believe in yourself and to know that the reason why I'm making an example is in the company, within the company, you'll find people like that. You'll find people that are driven, people that wants to take the company to the next level. And me, if I'm working with that person, I don't care how much you earn. I'll keep putting more money and keeping giving you more money because I need success. I'll keep paying you more money if you're willing to do the work within my company. So those are the people that for me I like to work with. But if people that complains all the time, when you complain, you don't get anywhere in life. So just take action. It's very, very important to take action. And also, maybe sometimes you hear that people saying, oh, I don't come from a background of wealth. So that means I cannot succeed because I'm not coming from a wealthy family. Only people that comes from wealthy families, they are the ones who can succeed. But that's not true either. So it's just depend with what do you want to achieve in life and make that happen. You can make it. Things might not be easy. There will be times where when you do things like life might not make sense. You get to decide yourself where you need to go and how you're going to get there, and surround yourself with people that can hold your hands even through the dark times. In my environment, I don't know about you, Claudia. Sometimes I have people, there are people like in my family or friends or business networks that when I have problems, I know I can pick up the phone and speak to this person and they'll be able to help me. And there's people that I know that, or these ones, they're just for business network. They're just with me to get what they can get. So all those things, you just have to identify in your foundation people that can take your life to the next level and give, and they'll give back. When you give, don't expect anything in return. Understanding the power of giving and the power of receiving. There are some people who do it this way. They like to give, but they don't like to receive. So if you are somebody who likes to give, be somebody who is happy to receive with grace as well. Both give and receive. Take your life to the next level, become who you want to become. What do you think, Claudia?
Sure. As you said, receiving is very important, because the universe or God loves loves to give you, loves to give to you and to us as well, but if we are not able to receive because we have, I don't know, some stories in regards to it's wrong to receive, or I can't be too greedy, I have to be humble, I don't ask for too much, and so on. If we have stories like this in the background, obviously we won't be like there, palms open and ready to receive, but like the universe and God so would love to gift you all the things you desire and to give, but you have to be able as well to receive. Otherwise, there is no way for you to be those things given. So really, just like see as well, what's your story in regards to receiving? Because I didn't realize as well that I was always a better giver, but then it came back to receive for me. I was like, like compliments as well, like deflecting them instead of just receive when someone says something nice to you. How often do we say, oh, yeah, just like something in regards to the compliment and we deflect it. So we don't receive it, we put it back as well. It's just like right away. So that's one thing as well. How good are you in regards to receiving compliments? And next time somebody says something nice to you, just enjoy or receive this positive wish or energy and just say thank you. That's already a way in regards to receive things. And then, you mentioned people as well, to surround yourself with the right people. That's always important. And then as well, I like as well when I have some limitations or I limit myself in some areas of my life and I understand where it might come from. But on the other side, I've got a goal I would like to go for, but I've got this limitation here in regards to this goal. Then I would go out and look for people, seek people who are doing what it is I would love to be doing, like find examples, find evidence of these people. They don't have to be people they can be as well people in the society, social media, celebrities, but like really find people who have or are doing what you already are doing. Because again, if you find examples of the opposite in regards to your limitation, this helps as well then the mind to understand that the opposite does exist. And if you study those people as well, like put yourself into their energy as well, like see, like how they're doing things, see as well if you can feel, like as well the energies, like, and then just like go into this rather than yes, just like again staying stuck in your I can't do it, it's not for me, like in all those stories we keep telling ourselves and staying more stuck.
You can do it. I like it, Claudia, when you say we have these stories that we tell ourselves which are not true. And for me, when I go into personal development, working with Paul McKenna's program, the first thing that I had to get rid of is the lies that I've been telling myself. I can't do this, I can't be this, I can't be that. And the people, they label themselves in so many ways. If you don't get sort out your career at this stage, that means you cannot, there's no way that people can take you serious, or you can't get a job after this age or whatsoever. Or we say, if you don't have children at this age, uh, when people like they go to school, when they finish school, they graduate. After graduation, you got to have a boyfriend to marry. You got to find the right partner at that moment. Go to college, you graduate, and then everyone comes and celebrate you. And after they celebrate you, you get married. That's the process of parents. You get married, and then after you get married, everyone comes and eat the food. They celebrate, and then you find a job. Um, and then after you find a job, that's it. You can't do, and that's it. It means your life is complete. And I used to look at my family like sometimes I used to refuse to go family gathering. And my stepdad would be like, they're going for family gathering. He knew I wouldn't come anyway. He would just give me money to go and spend. Because you go family gatherings, sometimes the people, they don't really connect with you. They just like dress up and they're looking all good and like, oh, just look at me. I'll be like, what is the point of, and me, I come from a big family. My dad has a big family and my stepdad has a big family, and my mom has a big family. So I'll be like, what is the point? Like you go to people and then they'll be like, oh, just look at me, I'm more educated like you. They will just make you feel it. And I'll be like, okay, guys, you can go out to this family gathering. Me, I'm not going. I'll be at home uh planning my future. And plan my future is where I have to plan my future. And then I sit down with my daddies, and then I have to ask them, what do I need to do for me to do this? And they'll be giving me advice. You got to do this, you got to do this, you've got to do this. So I'll be like, okay. And then I'll be like, if I have to do this, whatever I want to do. And I'll be like, because like when parents talk, you can be who you want to be. So then I'll go to my dad and my stepdad. I'll be like, you're saying I can be who I want to be. Does it mean you can sponsor me if I wanted to do whatever I want to do, if it's for the right reason? And they'll be like, yes, I can sponsor you if it is for the right reason. And for those reasons, then I'll be like, okay, that's fine. Then I will sit down, I'll plan my life. Then I'll go back to them. I'll be like, help me to do this, and then I'll do it. The minute members of my family hear that Nomsa, she's doing this, oh my God, they'll be like, she hasn't got a degree, she hasn't got this, how is she able to do this? Then I'll be like, I can do this, I've got to do this. And then I'll be like going and do. I've always been like that since until now. I just do whatever. I do some research. If I want to do something, for me, I do some research. If I do some research now, I have to come up with a plan and come up with a plan. And then when I come up with a plan, and then I don't have to know how I'm going to do it. I just know that I'm going through the unknown. Then I just go for what I need to go. I don't tell my family. Most of all, I don't tell my spouse. If I'm making a big decision, I tell him after. And once he succeed, because if I tell him before, he'll be like, no, sir, that is it. That's big. You can't do that. That is big. So what I do is I make a decision and I'll speak to them to hear what's in their mind. And if I hear there's a negative vibes, I don't talk about it no more. I go quiet. Then now where I have to go and find a professional. When I find the professional, and then I go for what I want. I go for the things that I want to do. Like if there's something, Sai is my coach now, so I wanted to do something with them. So I kept talking to different departments, and they kept saying, if you want to do this, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I was like, that is so much. But then I didn't give up. And then I'll have a meeting with a different coach, and they'll be like, you got to do this, you got to do this. And we don't do that. So I was like, okay. Then I'll email somebody else. But in the end, I just emailed somebody else, and that person came back. And then he went to Sai himself, and he was like, yeah, we can do that. We can help her. If she wants to achieve her goals, she does not have to pay upfront. We can help her to achieve her goals. So help her. So I got a phone call today. I was sleeping because I've got a cold. And this girl, she was like, yeah, Nomsa, you made a proposition in that you want to do this. So we don't normally do that, but we can help you with your proposition. I was like, oh, okay, sure. That's good. But if it was somebody else, they'll give up. So you don't have to give up on the things that you want to do. Somehow, there's someone out there who want to listen to you. So don't give up. Just keep finding ways. Even sometimes when life does not make sense. Just keep finding ways on finding that success. Success is not easy, guys. Trust me, I been in the business. I don't know these people that have been in the business for a long time, been in the business, but it's not easy. Sometimes you miss opportunities by fear. Fear can make us miss opportunities. So when opportunity comes your way, just grab it. What's going to happen tomorrow? Nobody knows. What do you think, Claudia,
Yeah.
with regards to fear?
Yeah, in regards to fear, it is important as well because it helped me once I understood that fear will always come up when we want to do something new, something which is a bit out of our, like comfort zone or the known zone. When we are stepping out of it, it naturally comes up a bit like the butterfly, a bit anxious, a bit fierce. Well, however you want to call this sensation of feeling as well. But I like the audience as well to understand that it comes up just because it's something new and it's unknown to you. So an important job of the mind is as well to keep you safe, and anything new, unfamiliar you are trying to do or to have or to be and so on is to the mind. So then it perceives it as a threat because it's not familiar to it, but the job of the mind of the subconscious is as well is to keep you safe and to keep you alive and everything. So this is how it's designed, that fear comes up, or the butterflies in the stomach as well, the anxiety is just like because it's unknown, it will always come up when you do something new. And once I understood that, I can live with fear or anxiety when the energy of it comes up before I'm about to do something new. I understand it better now, and it's not limiting me as much as it was in the past. So I don't believe the stories so much more. Yeah. And I don't make the story as well mean something about me in regards to, oh, I can't do that, I'm not able to do this, it's for the others, but not for me. Like again, I realize all the stories coming with it. So this is why today I don't buy so much anymore into fear, or even if you would not call it fear, but you feel the sensation as well, just like we label emotions and feelings and so on. It's just like a human thing, but like just focus in the sensation in the stomach usually as well when fear comes up, just like focus into it, and just without the label as well, and then see what happens as well in regards to pushing it away, which we like to do, to push something which we think is unpleasant. We like to resist it and to push it away, but that's not working. It just keeps coming back. But what about next time you just disconnect the sensation of the label as in fear and just be with it, breathe into it, and then you will see it just comes, it plays around, and you let it be, you breathe into it, and then it disappears. No, this is actually a better approach as in resisting, pushing it away. Because think of a beach ball as well. A beach ball in the pool, and you try to push it down, down, down. It's not staying down, it's coming back up, just because you are trying to resist it and to push it down. So that's actually a good example how you can do it next time. And then as well, support, a way as well how we limit ourselves is by not accepting support by others. And you did as well, just like find people, get the support as well. I mean, you did say it as well in regards to coaches and so on in your example, but like as well in general, like get the support, the family, the partner, the co-workers as well, no matter what it is you need to be doing as like an action step or something, but it's just too much often to do things by ourselves as well. And then we can only do limiting stuff by ourselves. But instead, if you get the support and if the two of you, three or so on, you can just do more things as well because you have accepted the support and the help of others. Yeah.
Yeah, fear can stop us doing what. I tell you a story, Claudia.
Yeah.
My spouse has his friends, so his friends has this app where you can actually um you either you can put like £2 to win a car, or you put £3 to win a car. So his friends kept winning the car, keep the winning the car. And I was like, can you give me this website where he wins the car? I like to win the cars. So he kept hiding because it's so expensive, because it's so expensive. And the other day he comes in and goes, oh, by the way, Lucas won a holiday and then he won a motorbike for like 7,000. I was like, can you give me this website? Honestly, Claudia. Yeah, you remember that website that I gave you?
Yeah.
That's a different one. So I was
Yeah.
like, can you stop fearing it? Just give me the website. I would love to win the car. You can actually win any car, any prize. You just put like a £5 or you put £10. um it's real. The website is real. Where his friend, I think, he won a camper van, he won a car, motorbike, a holiday, and a laptop. And these things are not cheap. If you want money, you can claim money, instead of like you can like a car. If the car is 100,000, you can take the money. So it depending with the what you want. So I said to him, can you stop fearing? I would love to test. And eventually, 2 days ago, finally got the website and I finally got to register. So I was like, he's fearing of success. And he was like, I wasn't sure. I was like, but your friend keeps winning. You don't have to put lots of money. You just put a £5 or £10. If you are lucky, they'll put your ticket number, and then you get to win the car. So I was like, Lucas is winning the thing. So can you just give me the website? So I was like, it's fear. He's just fearing that, wow, he's not sure. So me, I don't do things like that. Any opportunity that comes my way, I take it. Honestly, I take it. When I came to the UK, I
Mm.
remember we were coming to the UK, the flight. You know, we come in Africa, you're not really fortunate. The ticket is so expensive if you live in Africa. So I remember I had spent my last money and coming to the UK, and the flight got cancelled. And when the flight got cancelled, the ticket agent where we had bought tickets and everyone else was shouting. Here's me, I'm sitting there. I'm thinking about my money, Claudia. I'm sitting there, everybody is thinking about shouting and shouting at the guy. Me, I'm thinking about the money. I'm like, I spend so much money. And I'm sitting there sad, like putting my hands like this, quiet. Everyone else was screaming and shouting, Dad, go home. And this guy, he calls me, says, Nomsa, out of all these people, when they cancel their flights, you were very quiet. Why were you quiet? I was like, I was shocked. That is my last money that I spent. So he was like, would you still want to go? I was like, yes, I still want to go. And this guy was like, okay, I have a business class ticket for you. The timing has not changed. You can still travel today if you still want to go. And I was so shocked. I was like, God. And I realized that sometimes you got to stop the talking and the doing. When you're somebody who takes action and your desires don't have to change. Because I kept desiring to go to the UK. I was like, I'm so sad. But God, make a way. I want to go to the UK when everyone else is screaming and shouting. Me, I was connecting to the universe. And I was like, God, make a way for me where there is no way. And I was like, I was lost. I was like, I didn't know what was happening because when they cancel the flights, it means you have to rebook the flights and then you have to pay another money. And it me, I didn't have that money. So here's me, I'm sitting there. I'm like, God, make a way. That was the only money that I had. Then I go home, still desiring my mindset, it never changed.
Mm.
And I'm still desiring to come to the UK. And here's the guy is like giving me the opportunity. I was like, I just thought I saw you when everyone else was screaming and shouting at me. I felt really sorry for you just watching you the way you were sitting. I was like, yeah, I was lost. I still want to go to the UK. And he was like, yeah, take your bags. You can collect your tickets with the British Airways first class and go. I was like, okay. So that's how I came to the UK. And I always do that very often. When things go wrong, I don't go to a different mode. I will continue desiring whatever you do in life, continue desiring where you need to be. Continue desiring your desires and continue taking action. Because when we fall, I don't know about you, Claudia, how you have fallen and then you picked yourself up. When we fall, it does not mean that we cannot pick ourselves up and get to our destination. Our destination is an unending destination. So we just have to create it, like Claudia, you were talking about rewriting your own story. You can rewrite your story how you want it. And also knowing that our mind, Claudia, you mentioned that our mind are designed to keep us safe. But when you meditate a lot, guys, and also do the cleansing, fasting, you will you connect your with your inner being. when you do the fasting and cleansing, you connect with your inner being, and there will be no time of fear. There's no time. When the fear comes, you can identify that this fear is coming to stop me. And then you can rewrite your mindset how you
Mm.
want it to go. You can rewrite your story however you want. I always say to people, we always have a choice in everything that we do in life. We have a choice in how we can rewrite our stories. We have choices of how we can move forward with life. Like now we are in the UK. Most African people, they use racism. They're like, there's racism, so I can't do this because of racist. I'm black. But that's not true. If you go to Africa, there's racism there. Racism is everywhere. But if you ask somebody who is in the UK, they will tell you that I can't start my own business because there's racism. But racism is everywhere. So you just have to do what you do best and be the person that you want to become. Some they'll be like, as a black person, you can't do this, you can't do this. For me, I always say, where is it written in the Bible, any chapter that says, because you're black, you can't do this, you can't do this? I get it in my business sometimes, with my company. Sometimes I get clients, they will be like, they'll come in, or sometimes I will answer the phone. And if a receptionist is not there, answer the phone and they'll be like, can I speak to someone, the owner of Hope Spring Eternal Introduction Agency? I'll be like, speaking. And they'll be like, oh, I need to speak to the owner. I'll be like, yeah, go to the website. The owner, she's black. It's Nomsa. And they'll be like, oh, is that you, Nomsa? I was like, yeah, that's me.
Mm.
There were times where this guy, he actually called and he was like, I don't like black people. And I was like, oh, is that so? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, so how can I help you? And he was like, no, mister, to make things better, maybe if I was to join your agency, I need to work with a white person. So I was like, I think I'm gonna have to know to take your money. So I was like, you don't have to register with my agency if you don't like to work with black people, because the owner of the company, she's black. Somehow, you're gonna have to come across with me. So if you don't like black people, here is the phone number for white people, for other matchmakers that can help you. But sometimes things like that can put people off and say, what is the point? Why do I have to start do a business? But just for one person, and that person has their own issues. I come across loads of things myself. I'm sure you, Claudia, as well as a white person, there are problems specific that you get to face yourself. But it does not mean that it is your color. It does not mean it's just people. Sometimes there are people that are messed up. So when people are messed up, it does not mean that you cannot have a business. You can have a business. I have experienced it myself where sometimes people ring, they want to speak to a white person, but they know that the business owner is black. So all those things can cause a limitation in people. But to me, I don't let it get to me because I know where I need to be. I know the destination that I need to take. What about you, Claudia?
Yes, the thing is as well to see where are we focusing on? Are we focusing on our shortcomings or on our strengths as well? You know, like, yeah, in regards to like the example as well you had, you know, believing those people from outside, what they say, that you can't be successful as well, you know, yeah. Again, what do we believe in? And as well, do you then focus on your shortcomings if someone else is saying something about you, or on your strengths as well? Again, you know, like, I would say see these people and situation as well a bit like, you know, yeah, just like a test as well. So where are you standing at? Are you in your power, or Are you believing them? Do you give your power to them away, or do you stay with it as well? And please, just like as well, focus on your strengths as well and the qualities and the the values as well you have, instead of not so much on the shortcomings as well, because we tend as well to see like all our flaws and so on and to make them very big, and we don't tend to focus on the good stuff as well we have, like just like, yeah. So that you see as well the qualities and the good stuff as well for you. And yeah, and don't give up as well, like what you said earlier, don't give up. And sometimes as well, we give up just before something juicy is going to happen on the other side of this, yeah, giving up thing, but like it's just like really go through this slump as well, where we might feel a bit like disheartened, or the goal is a bit too much for us and stuff is coming up where we tend to think, okay, I feel like I just want to give up, but understand as well that sometimes you are just before to break through, to get the goal, or to get the desired outcome as well, and you give up, it's just like, so please stay through this. There's a doubt, doubt, how do you say, doubt factor, doubt time as well, like sit with it, and something is on the other side as well.
I like that. Don't give your power away, Claudia. I
Mhm.
like that. Yeah. It's very, very important to keep our strength and to know who we are as a person, and also don't limit yourself by settling for less. When you settle for less than your worth, you end up not doing things that you are meant to be doing. Um, I've shared this before. One of the things when I was fighting Lucifer, what I saw was he was fighting my identity, who I was. And I was like, in the end, I came to realize that actually he's trying to rewrite my identity, the person that I am, to the person that I can't. And all these things, like my strength, he knew my strength. So, and he knew my weaknesses. So he was using my weaknesses against me, and he was using my strength to rewrite my character. And all those things that I had to realize that actually, but by doing that, I had to find more strength, and I had to find who Nomsa is. At that moment, I had to sit down and I was like, who am I? And am I this? Am I this? No, I'm not that. So I had to write my story, how I wanted to rewrite my story. So you can write your story by not limiting yourself or letting people tell you what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. That power within, that inner being with you, it can help you to identify your goals, identify the things that you can do. We can be anything as human beings. We can do whatever we want to do. But I'm saying we can do anything. I mean it. You can do anything, but you have to stay focused on the goals that you want to do. You can't do that one and that one and that one. But we are designed to actually succeed in everything that we do, but it requires hard work. It really, really requires hard work. Whatever you desire in life, if you're willing to do that, if you're willing to tolerate the failure and see it as a skill, if you're willing, when you fall, you're willing to get up and you're willing to just dance your own dance, sing your own song, and you just enjoy the rhythm of life. If you're willing to do that, you're good to go when it comes to life. There are some people, they say, I want to achieve this, but they are not willing to do the work. They're like, I'm not cut up for this. They will do it. And then after they give up. So never ever give up on your dreams. When things gets hard, that means is where the breakthrough is. Where there is no like there is no problem, there is no breakthrough. The minute you're presented with the hard situations, that means your breakthrough is on the other side. So you need to cut off that veil that is holding you, that is causing stronghold, and just move forward. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. You need strength to get there. You need people that believe in yourself. For me, I have few people that I don't have many friends, by the way. I had to get rid of with the friends that were not good, like that. You know, you have people in your life, they are your friends, but they are not really your friends. They are in your life to get what they can get from you or to use you.
Mm.
So I had to get rid of those. But I have friends that I know that I'm always there for them, and they are always there for me. We all have different dreams. So when I'm with them, I get excited to listen to their dreams or to listen to their beliefs and stuff. We don't have to have the same beliefs, but I listen to them. And mostly my business is built from people. I listen to people's problems. And when I listen to people's problems, I come and I change my content with my business with a Hope Spring Eternal
Mm.
Introduction Agents. People are actually building my business. So you just have to surround yourself with the right people and have the lioness mind of that just find the strength where there is no strength, and know that you'll get there. And know that anything that is where there is breakthrough, if you want to find a breakthrough, you got to go through challenges first. I've gone through challenges in my life, and I keep going, and then I find that breakthrough. But when I do find that breakthrough, I look back and I'll be like, what if I had given up? What would have happened? I would not have been here. So just keep going, regardless of whatever. Don't allow people tell you that your dreams are too big or too small. Just keep going. Whatever you do in life, just keep going. Over to you, Claudia.
Yeah, just keep going, and as well to understand as well once more that you get to design your future and that you aren't shackled to your job or the current situation, and that you can make changes anytime. You're never too old or too young. You're not just like, yeah, these are all excuses again, and just like a wrong mindset in this particular, said here as well. So you are the only person as well who gets to decide what your talents are worth as well, and you are in control of your dreams and aspirations as well. And don't let anyone else as well decide your future, because sometimes as well we have this obligation sometimes to parents, that your parent would like you to be the doctor or something, but deep inside, you just want to be the artist, like all these conflicting obligations as well, where we obligate people that, yeah, just like for not to be the way we want to be because we feel like that we are obligated to them. And the parents is a very good example here, like, yes, just like, yeah, decide what it is you want and create it as well. And yeah, just like check on your mindset as well. What are the stories you keep telling yourself in regards to that are not helping you to get where it is you want to be going? And question those stories, because I mean, some of the stuff we have, obviously it's helpful as well, but like so many beliefs are just, not really helping us. It's mind chatter and trying to keep us as well away from where we would like to be going. Just like you identify, have a better connection as well with you and understand your thoughts and understand as well the repetitive thoughts as well, like the ones who are not serving you anymore. That would be really good, just like to get a bit awareness in regards to what is limiting us. Yeah, just like start somewhere, and it's about awareness as well, to get to be aware of a few things where you already understand, okay, this is limiting me, yeah, from where I want to be going.
Yeah, limiting beliefs. Yeah, we limit ourselves in so many ways. Me, I'm so lucky because my parents, they're not like that, where they say, do this, do that, do that. I'm sure I always said to sit down with my parents, they will chat, but they've never said like they wanted to be. If I was to
Mhm.
actually get a 9 to 5 job, I
Mhm.
think I would be a lawyer or a psychologist. I'll do
Mhm.
that. Those will be my job if I had to get a 9 to 5 job. I was so lucky my parents they never really they're not like that. Even with my siblings as well, they were never ever like that where you say you have to get a job. Mostly it's like African culture and Indian culture. They do that to their children because they do it because of other people. So you have to be a doctor. If they have a lawyer there, so you got to be a doctor. If they have a lawyer, the next door neighbors, their child is a lawyer, you got to be something. So otherwise, you become an embarrassment to the family. Can I just imagine a parents telling you that you are shaming the family, you are an embarrassment to the family just because you don't have a degree? I had a degree when I was here in the UK, but I did it in my own time.
Mhm.
So that is good. You can have a degree anytime that you want. But what I always tell my children is they can be who they want to be. Like my daughter, she's good in acting. She wants to be a banker, but she's really, really good in acting. She started acting when she was 5. But because we know that she's good, we never said to her, just do the acting. We always leave her. The other day, she said, I've changed my mind. I'm gonna go and do acting. After sixth form, I'll go and do 1 year course and see how I feel about it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's good. But that is her strength. She's very academic, but also her strength is actually acting as well. So when she talks, when she tells me this is who I want to be, I don't make a comment of, yeah, that is like to say, oh no, you'll be good at this. I always say that's a good idea because I know that she'll change her mind. So I always like motivate her because I need her. If she makes a mistake, I need her to be her mistake. And I don't want to contribute to it as well. So I always say, whatever you feel is right for you, just do it and go for it. But she knows that, but I always pray for her and say, just God it directed to the right direction. But I never say, either your friends that they want to become doctors, you got to become this. That's just wrong. And I've seen it in our African culture. Their friends, they're doctors. If the neighbors are doctors or they're nurses, they'll be like, my friends as parents will be like, you got to do this because you got to do something better than her. So like it becomes a competition, or you cannot be embarrassment to the family and stuff. So for me, I just do what is right for me with God. I just do that. When it was about for me time to go to university, and I said to my mom, do I have to go to school? And my dad was like, no, you don't. Just do whatever you feel is right. I took 1 year off. I stay at home. And then after 1 year, I was like, I want to travel. So I just went traveled and that was it. And since then, I just do whatever is right for me. And coming to the UK and dating like English guys, I just look at the gap, the culture. What's my culture? What's their culture? How can I fit in my culture, with their culture, learn the English culture, and then learn like I'm in the UK. I just have to learn how things are done in the UK, which is my stepdad always said, Nomsa, you come from Africa. When you get to somebody else's land, hang out with people from that land. You already know your land, how things are done, but you don't know how things are done in that land. So, in order for you to create a proper foundation in that country, you're going to have to let people from that country teach you. So, hang out with African people as your brothers and sisters, but learn the culture, learn everything in that place. And it works. By then you see like there is like African community where people they hang out with the African community. They will still bring things from Africa. They want to live by it in this country. It does not work. If you want to live like an African, you go to Africa and live. But when you come to the UK, you come here to learn the skills that you don't have in Africa. You come here, you can still live your culture and stuff, but sometimes the culture is a limitation. And I've had one of the pastors, and he was saying that the culture sometimes it can limit yourself by you find some people you like start a business. And then he was like, when you give them advice, they will say, but in my culture, we don't do that. And it was like, what is your culture got to do with the business? so, so you have to actually, you got to stop limiting yourself by just doing things right by yourself, and learning the skills is very,
Mm.
very important. You can
Yeah.
go to college. If you don't have skills, you can go to college. There's evening courses, day courses. You can go and learn, or even when you're off, you can learn it online now. There's lots of courses that you can do to develop your skills. So we don't have excuses, guys. Over to you, Claudia. It's 3 minutes past two. What, any words of encouragement,
Yeah,
or do you want to comment first?
no, exactly as well what you said. There are no excuses because we can learn and change something at any time as well in our lives. And remember, we are never too young or too old, it's always possible. So please, yeah, just go for it. Yeah, please, please, please. And don't limit yourself as well, because again, I like to ask myself as well, when I feel there's something limiting me, the future version of me, when she looks back like a year from now on, and I didn't do the particular thing I'm, you know, doubting to be doing now or not, will I feel the regret, So just like, yeah, I don't like to feel the regret. So that's why please go for it. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you are the creator of your destiny. I always say, I have this quote that I use. I always say, if you didn't make me, you cannot define me. So that is my quote, where when people tell me that I'm not good enough, I will say it in my heart that if you did not make me, you cannot define me. Only God can tell
Yeah.
me my dreams are too big or too small.
Mm.
And my parents, and I'll be like, if my mom carried me for 9 months, that means I'm special. And I have to rediscover my skills and my talent. So just be who you are created to be.
Yeah.
Write your own story, walk your own walk, your own rhythm of life, sing your own song. God bless everyone, and have a good Easter. If you
Yes.
want to connect with me and Claudia, please do go to the website, uh, www.hseia.com. You can find us there, connect with us, or you can find us on our social media. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and be the person that is created you to be.
Yeah.
And remember, when you fall, pick yourself up and keep going. God bless everyone.